Hail Metal Nation, it is I, Tim. Joining us today is KOSSATOT from Fort Smith, Arkansas. This was a separately recorded interview, which I will begin right now.
I'm Chris. I play bass for KOSSATOT. This is Nick. Nick plays drums. Yeah. We have Bryce. Bryce plays guitar.
And that, as far as I can tell, is not everybody? Is that
No.
correct?
So, John, our lead guitarist and vocalist, is at work right now. He couldn't make it tonight.
Who needs work?
Man, I'm telling you.
I'm done with it.
All right, so you guys are from... Oh, no, I'm all discombobulated already. Ooh, that was record time. Okay, so you guys are based out of Fort Smith, Arkansas. And
Yes, sir.
I have seen you described as Southern progressive metal and, what was it? Progressive groove metal. So talk about that. And, what does that mean exactly? I've heard the music, so I think I know what it means, but...
It's kind of just like all over the place because we didn't really want to put ourselves in one box. So we just leave it open to interpretation because we just kind of play what we feel at the moment. So there's just like a lot of different KOSSATOT songs. See, I guess you would say there's a little something for everybody.
I'd say like the groove. There's a lot of huge Pantera influence and just Southern metal in general is very groovy. So there's that, and then on the progressive side, we love like bands like Death, Tool, and even old school, just old prog bands like Yes and King Crimson. So I always love that little extra bit of technicality and things.
Yeah, we'll get to it, but it seems there's definitely a lot of things going on in the music. So
yeah.
Rest in peace, Ozzy, man.
Oh yeah.
No, for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah. You're on the phone, so you can't see my video, but I got the Black Sabbath background for the foreseeable future. Awesome. Yeah, go ahead.
Sabbath's a huge influence on this band and Ozzy, everything he's done. But I know that Bryce is a huge fan of Ozzy's solo career.
Oh yeah, man. Ozzy, I remember, and I guess it shows my age a little bit. Might make some people feel a little bit older, but my first CD when I was 5 was No More Tears. That was my first CD ever. My grandma gave it to me as a kid, and ever since it's the opening lick to Mr. Tinker Train. Since then, I've wanted to play guitar, and it's been stuck in my head since.
So you were 5. Were you crying? And she's like, "Here, maybe this will help."
No, I mean, sadly, the last couple of years, about 2 years ago, she passed away. But she was cool, man. She loved Sabbath. Ozzy was her favorite as well. But that's how I got into a lot of heavy metal.
Okay, so she didn't inadvertently create a metalhead. It was. Sounds like it was on purpose.
I think it was on purpose. Yeah, it sounds like it was on purpose to me too.
It's a calculated effort.
So we mentioned Fort Smith, Arkansas. So for our international listeners and for everyone not in that part of the country, I had to look up where Fort Smith is.
Everybody does.
Yeah, it appears to be directly between Oklahoma City and Memphis. And if that doesn't help you, it's hundreds and hundreds of miles north of Houston. And if that doesn't help you, it's in the middle of the country somewhere. So how is the metal scene doing in Fort Smith? Like, are you the metal scene?
There's like 4 bands.
Yeah, it's up and down. It was a lot more vibrant whenever we were like teenagers. Whenever we were kids in high school, there was a lot more bands then. But now most of it is like I would say Northwest Arkansas, so up towards Fayetteville and Russellville, you'll see a lot more metal bands. Not so much in Fort Smith. Angel Flesh is a really good one, though, here in Fort Smith. They've been around for about as long as we have, about 15 years. So.
Yeah, they're really cool. They're a bunch of good dudes.
Yeah, Roy, their drummer, was just in my job the other day, and we were talking.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. They're supposed to be working on a new album and stuff as well, so. if you guys haven't heard of Angel Flesh, which you probably haven't, definitely go check them out because they definitely deserve the attention.
According to Metal Archives, release was 2019. So yeah, it's high time they put out something else. Also, while we're on the subject,
for us.
We're 1 year off of that. We did just release a single called Cosmic Revolution.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I wanted to get into that in depth, but just to button up the Fort Smith thing. There, according to Metal Archives, there are 14 existing or defunct bands from Fort Smith. One grindcore band, bunch of death metal, and thrash metal. What I notice is missing is a certain KOSSATOT band that's not on here. So
wow,
it is incomplete. So someone needs to go ahead and add that.
Yeah, we've been around playing shows for 15 years, so it's not like...
And you said Angel Flesh is on there?
Angel Flesh is on there, yes.
We played shows with them. What the hell?
Been around for quite some time, man.
No, that's interesting. Someone's got to correct that.
Angel Flesh was added by a user named Charlo. So Charlo needs to get his stuff together.
Charlo.
Oh, yeah, Charlo. He doesn't like us. I forgot.
Oh, well, that's why. Oh, well, maybe someone else. Charlo. Someone else will do it.
No, but... Okay.
So your new single, which I had up, but I was digging into past releases. So your new single, Act 1, it's on Spotify. It's great, but talk about it.
Thank you.
Man, we've really been working on this project for probably 5 years.
Yeah, it started like around the end of the recording of the first record. And it's just a thing that's been talked about and mulled over, and there's a lot of things that have just been kind of sitting on the back burner for a while. But it's based, this whole Act 1 thing, it's the Cosmic Revolution, it's the whole intro to the album, it's the introduction of the story, which is about a bunch of space crazy war stuff. It's I don't know if I can curse on here or not, but
yes, you
try
can.
to choose my words carefully. Oh yeah, okay, bet. But so it's just there's a whole story to this record, and this is just the beginning of it essentially. So it's just a little teaser for everything to come.
So
it's very influenced by like I don't know if you've ever heard of them or watched the show on cartoon Metalocalypse.
Yep.
The band Death Clock.
Yeah, Death Clock. Brendan Small, who is the creator of that show and made all the music, and he also has Galacticon. It's a very big influence on this whole record. Gene Hoagland, the drummer of that group, both those groups, huge influence on this record.
Mm-hmm. Well, that was one of the... So I'm newer to the band, and me and John met working together, and it was the typical, oh, you like heavy metal? What's your favorite band? We just kind of went back and forth and started throwing songs back and forth, an album.
Yeah, the day is just listing bands back at each other.
Yeah. And we, when I first got came, he was like, oh, well, you should come jam. And me, Nick, and John jammed for the first time. And then one of the first things I did with the band, I guess I played in a bunch of bands before. I moved out here from Los Angeles. So I grew up in the like post-hardcore scene out there and thrash metal scene. And one of the first things was seeing if I could play to a click track. So I'm the one that's doing the intro to Cosmic, the guitar solo intro. So this song's been in the works for a little bit now. Yeah. This whole album, there's so much though. There's so much crazy stuff on this album. There's so many influences from everywhere. I know. It sucks because like we released Cosmic as a single, and I love that song, but there's so many more songs on this record. That I was like, we should have released that as a single, but it would have gave away further in the story. So really,
Cosmic has to be first. It's the introduction to the whole thing. That's the problem with making a narrative.
Yep.
You can't just put out the best song first.
Yeah. So the single is 2 songs because that's how singles work. It has this intro that clearly frames the story, and then it kicks into Cosmic Revolution. Yeah, you also helpfully released a lyric video, which I'll put a link to because you have the thrash like riff guitars, maybe like death influenced or something like that. But then your singer who's not there, so you can.
We'll speak.
I'll speak for him.
Yeah.
All right, these are all definitely the opinions of John coming up. He uses 3 different vocal styles. There's like the deep guttural screams, there's the high screams, and then there's clean singing. And
it's all him.
Yeah, well, the guttural stuff is like I can't figure it out unless I listen to it a bunch of times. But that's why the lyric video helped a lot. So yeah, clearly this is introducing the entire story. Like I want to know what happens next. Now it's very if I can prog nerd for a second, it's very Seventh Wonder, Arrival from Tiara. If that makes sense. So it's like structurally, in terms of the narrative, the first 2 tracks of that album. So yeah, well now with Act 1, I want to know what happens. So I think it's a great introduction.
Thank you.
So
we're also planning on releasing 3 series comic book that'll come out with the album.
What?
Yeah. So that's something that's in the works as well. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, the story seems to be able to lend itself to that medium as well.
I'll tell you what, there's been a few bands that have done what Rush did it, yeah.
2112, not that long ago. Yeah.
Podium Cambria, they've got their whole like discography is they have a comic series for the entirety of all of their albums. I didn't even know that. And they're really good. Like the comic books stand alone, they're good aside from me.
Jag Panzer did it too. For their album about the guy walking through the snow. So hey, how do you go about writing, like musically and conceptually and lyrically? Like, is it one person doing all the heavy lifting, or is it collaborative?
Lyrically, a lot of that is on Nick and John, actually.
It's a collaborative effort between the 2 of us for the most part. There's always welcome interjection from anybody, but most people just don't want to write lyrics because it's the hardest part. And so,
and there.
I started writing the lyrics.
It's hard, man.
I started writing the lyrics for this band because we lost our singer, who we're not sure if he wrote any lyrics to the songs in the first place.
Yeah, but gets offended about us.
But so I just wrote lyrics to our songs because we had a bunch of songs and we didn't have any words to them. So I just started doing it just to fill that void, and eventually that duty just became my job. And then of course John's doing it as well.
John's one of those weird dudes though, man. Like he's got stacks and stacks of notebooks. He's probably got songs for the next decade and ideas.
Yeah, I got a lot of notebooks.
Which makes it so much easier. Like I like the fact that I can just play guitar. Like we'll hang out and be like, oh, you want to write something? And we'll just start throwing guitar riffs. I don't have to worry about the rest of it. Yeah. I think we're at that, right? Solos and riffs, man. That's it.
I got like hella into Jim Morrison, and so I got into writing lyrics and poetry type stuff essentially.
How'd you go about recording? So you released the single. Has the whole album been recorded and you're putting it out a little bit at a time, or what's that process?
Most of it has been recorded. We're still making final touches, adding things. But I would say like 70-80% of the record's done.
Yeah.
Something like that. But it's always that last percentage of the polish and getting everything just right is the longest part. But all the songs are written, we know what all the songs are. We know all that. We just got to finish the recording process behind everything.
I like this idea of putting it out while it's still being made, if that makes sense. Because
we have to put the pressure on ourselves, or else it'll never get done. If we don't make a release date, then it's never gonna come out. So
Well, we're also live driven. Like, we're all so used to just playing live shows so often that you never get the time to release something. But we'll just play the new songs live anyways.
Nice.
Yeah, we played a few of the new songs at the last show.
How do you...
That was fun.
The intro track, I remember, had a lot of synth keyboards. Are those are those in your proper songs? Do you incorporate them into the live show?
So we're going to try to incorporate stuff like that into the live show. We don't have a keyboard player in the band. We would love one, but we can't ever get anybody who's going to commit to a keyboard, like, for some reason around here.
Yeah,
but,
probably like not participating all the time.
But yeah, especially when it's a very, like, it's not a thing that's, like, present for all the songs. And a lot of the songs is more used as just the background texture just to fill out the rest of the sound. So there's not a lot of keyboard players begging to play for us. We'll just do the bar band version for live shows if we have to. It's just like, it gets it dirtier, it gets it more primal, and I don't know. I think that's better for a live show sometimes.
Oh yeah, I was thinking, listening to Cosmic Revolution. I bet this kills live. You can tell there's a lot of energy, especially coming out of that intro.
Yeah, we played it a few times live. We've gotten good responses. We played it at Temple Live, which is it's one of the bigger venues from our hometown. It used to be a Masonic temple, so that's cool.
Well, it's got such this grand entrance, like, especially when we play the intro along with Cosmic.
Yeah,
it's
all the orchestration.
Like that track has come to be like our like Ozzy would always come out to Old Fortuna, or Metallica comes out to Ecstasy of Gold.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
They just open a show so well.
The recording. So it sounds like I like to ask bands if they do sample replacement on the drum. Do they craft perfect guitar tones after the fact using amp sims and like use an electronic kit for the drums and then like get the perfect drum sound later? Or do you do it raw with microphones and an amp setup and stick a mic on it? Because those seem to be the two extremes that the bands will go to these days.
You literally described it to a T the first time that you went through it. That's the funny part. We all love like raw audio too. We all love so many albums that are like analog, but mind you, like, we're all about 30. We don't have the money for some of those old analog equipment. I would love to have a dual rack. I will say, though, a lot of the amp sims that we use are made to, like, my bass tone on the album is essentially my bass tone live.
Right, yeah, because you're using a recreation of this,
just my amp.
The head you already have, so.
I use an Orange Air plugin. And I use Orange amps live too. The drum sound for this record, the drums are an electric drum kit with real cymbals. For the first record, Arrival and the Green EP, those are all live drums. The reason we didn't do it this time is just because that's the technical nature of this music and like how. It's just easier to get a flat like sound that you can cut off with the electronic drum kit, but the electronic cymbals still sound like ass. So we're using real fucking electronic cymbals. Yeah.
But it was just easier to get the type of drum tone we wanted with the samples on the electronic kit, because this record's just all tech deaf. It's a lot of fast drumming. Yeah,
and who can afford studio time that costs as much as a car?
Yeah,
that's another thing. I mean, we recorded the live drums at the place we practiced at on the first record and the first EP, and we got a pretty good sound. But also, I was borrowing my drum teacher's microphones, and I don't take drum lessons anymore, so I had to get my own drum microphones at this point.
Now you give the lessons.
Yes. Oh yeah, I will. Anybody want drum lessons? Pay me. I will teach you.
They need it to buy more plugins.
Yeah.
Well,
Never
I will
ends.
say, I got one of those Line 6 Helixes, and it cured my pedal addiction because I have all
Oh
the pedals
yeah, it's
now.
got everything in it.
Oh,
Yeah.
have you seen the next one that's coming out?
Yeah.
That's probably what I love. I'm pretty basic, man, and old school. Like I like a 100-watt orange head, 412 vintage Celestians, a tube screamer, a wah, and a delay. Like that's what I'll run live any day of the week. But that new Line 6 XL stage or stadium is insane. Like it's an Axe Effects killer. Like that thing would be insane to use live.
Yeah, so, well, you need to give some guitar lessons, and I need more patrons, and then we'll be able to buy the Helix Stadium and then compare.
Yeah, could you imagine like just taking one pedal board, a guitar, and then not having back problems?
No.
Like to any gig, that would be amazing.
Yeah, how long until we can do the electronic kit live too? Because my drummer complains about that constantly.
We actually have a product that you could buy that would help. It's expensive, but
Well, I mean, there is something that I've got recently that I haven't fucked with a lot. It's like this R-Tom mesh head thing where you put it over your normal drums, and then you could put like triggers on, and it's basically to make your drum kit quieter. But you can put triggers on that, so now you have like a real drum kit, and you can get all your different sounds out of it. I'm interested in it. I'm still waiting on the drum brain to come in for the drum triggers, but I'm interested in it. But also, I know one of the reasons why your drummer doesn't want to bring an electronic kit to a live show is just because electronic kits, they sound really good now, but they're not fun to play on. Like, I just don't, like, there's something about it, like, that doesn't feel right. It's like, the bounce is weird. Like, it's really good bounce, but it's just weird. There's something about it that's, I so much rather, and you can be way more expressive on a real kit. You can just do so many things you can't do on electronic kit, like tapping the rim, and like, I don't know, there's a lot of things.
So your last album, Arrival, Welcome to Hell. No, wait, yeah, that's what it is.
Yep.
I was listening to it, and clearly your new release seems to be like an extension of your previous release in a good way, but I gotta say, it
sounds a lot better.
Oh yeah, but the Always Sunny in Philadelphia sounding sample caught me off guard. I loved it. Suicide is badass. I had to pause.
That was such a random idea to put that at the beginning of that song, but we loved it, and we just kept it because it's such a random way to start that. Yeah, it's hilarious to start the song with that.
Yeah, for sure.
And the song isn't about suicide or anything like that. It's a whole other. It's all about drugs, actually. It's just funny. It's just funny way to start a song.
And then later on, there's like you basically have your own Anesthesia song in there too. The bass solo. Yeah,
and that's very inspired also by NIV from the first Sabbath record. Geezer's got his little bass solo before NIV starts.
As long as it's not a Man-O-War bass solo, I'm into it. Those things are unlistenable.
Hey, the bass solo on the second album is kick-ass. Really good. I played on a fretless bass. First time I'd ever played on a fretless, but it turned out really good.
Yeah, well, that fret. My cousin had that fretless, who also made that lyric video you were talking about for for the Cosmic Revolution. So thanks to him, we got that fretless on this album.
You're just living life in hard mode then.
Yeah, it was cool. I just sat there and jammed some stuff out, and then we picked it apart and found the pieces that we liked, put it back together.
Nice. So what's the future going? So I assume you're going to release more singles, eventually the album. Talk about that.
Yeah, so we got next thing coming up will be like September 11th. We're going to release a single of it's called Galvanized. We'll have a live video of that up soon, so you can hear it before the song comes out. but that's going to be called Galvanized. We are dropping that. Dropping YouTube tonight at midnight. Okay, so just in.
We're not reading this off.
Yeah, so the live footage from Nomads, the last show that we played, is going to be dropping tonight on YouTube at midnight. So that will be, that's going to have Galvanized, which will be on the EP coming up next month. We're going to drop the single first, obviously, and then we're going to drop an EP. After the EP, it's going to be an album. We're going to start we're going to be playing shows after that. We're trying to get something booked at McAllister Theater in McAllister, Oklahoma for a few nights and possibly do a live album there. That's the plan for the upcoming future.
So since this episode will come out in 9 days, it came out 9 days ago, and the link is in the description. And I've seen it, and it's great. The live video, that is. So,
Thank you.
How you mentioned shows, like where all do you play? Do you make it to like Little Rock or Texarkana, or do you have to go all the way to Dallas for a big show? Or
we've played in Houston, Missouri. Where was it at? Was it Joplin? Played in Joplin. We played in OKC. Yeah,
we play mostly around here. We'll play anywhere people want to hear badass metal. And
we're planning on hitting the road next year.
But like mostly it's like Arkansas, Oklahoma, Texas. That's the places we have played the most. But I'm very willing to open that up to anybody else who wants to hear it.
I know there's a death metal fest in Western Tennessee, but forget.
We tried to get onto that. They were super booked up super fast.
Yeah. The Tennessee Metal Devastation Fest. That's what it is.
Yep.
Yeah, well, book them.
I hope we can get.
I'm talking to the fest. We covered them before because don't they get protested a whole lot every year? Every year they try to do the fest and they get locals protest it, which just
not shocked at all by that.
Well, I think it just makes the fest more visible, so I think it's a good thing.
It is a good thing. Yeah, it gets more eyes on things.
And as far as I know, they haven't been able to shut it down. So, all right. So, what is the best way to get your music? Do you prefer people go to Spotify or a Bandcamp where you actually get like coins you can clink together instead of the fractions of a cent from Spotify?
I mean, I will say this: fuck Spotify, but we are on there. So if you use it,
that's where most people stream us. So.
Yeah, I feel like everyone's on it, but because they have to, not because they want to.
Yeah, I feel, especially with all of our influences, we're all very big into that old school route of things. Just come out to a show, come see us live, come hang out. Come buy a ticket.
Yeah, honestly, like, we're going to be making CDs and stuff, like,
good.
And t-shirts and all sorts of stuff. So
yeah, more of these bands are doing digital only releases, and I like holding something, like being able to buy something.
We've also like talked
if we had a lyrics booklet, you wouldn't need the lyrics video.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's how I learned system up and down lyrics.
We've also talked about doing a little like USB release where it's got like all the music on it, and you can just buy like a cheap little USB, and it's got like all the albums and like all our singles and the demos, all that stuff on it. So that might be a thing that'll happen soon.
Yeah, that's a good idea too. I haven't seen anyone, at least in the Baltimore area, Washington D.C. No one sold those, but I've heard of bands doing it.
Yeah, so we've never seen it around here either, but we just figured it was a good idea just because of the age of technology. So we might as well. Everybody's got something you can plug a USB drive into.
I remember I got the idea because like Lamb of God did like a re-release of a bunch of their records, and like you could get it like on vinyl, on CD, and like I think there was like a USB thing as well. I was just like, well, that's random, and it's like we could do that.
Is that the one where they had the stems on it, where you could pull it off and kind of remaster it if you wanted to?
I know they do that with Wrath, but I think that was only they did that with that one record.
Well, like isolated tracks.
Yeah, like you could like listen to the drums by themselves, or the guitars or the bass. It's like everything was like separated.
I think in general that sounds like a better idea than it is.
Yeah, it depends on how good the recording is, because sometimes you like everything being on top of each other. You don't notice how bad some of the tracking could be sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like the cassette resurgence has come and gone. Are you going to do a cassette, or is it too like black?
I would love to do a cassette.
No. I say it all the time, and I've talked to John about it. We've talked about doing it. I want to do like a really shitty quality black metal album. Only on cassette, but on one. And I want to send it to a random like record store. If one day some kid's gonna buy it and be like, I heard this band when I was younger, but I no idea.
You're gonna give them a demon they can never capture.
Yeah. They exist, I swear.
I swear there's this band. I bought it.
That's a great idea. And
that's actually the next KOSSATOT record. It's going to be that.
That was also my first Sabbath album was Paranoid on cassette.
Oh, that. I never had a cassette. Like I came in the CD age.
My first Metallica album was Justice on cassette, and part of the tape melted. So it wasn't for like years. I'd never heard Blackened correctly until I got the CD.
That's kind of fitting that the Blackened got burnt.
Yep. All right. Did you have anything else you wanted to bring up before we let the listeners go and furiously click on the links to check out your music?
I guess we just plug our social medias, man. Go follow us on Facebook. We've got an Instagram.
KOSSATOT. KOSSATOT.
We got YouTube. We got a TikTok that we don't post on as much as we should, but we're trying. But yeah, just follow us on socials and stay tuned because we have a lot of stuff dropping soon.
Yeah, I want to know what happens on this album. I feel like, not to reveal too much, but I feel like a planet appearing near Earth would screw things up a lot.
Yes. yeah, it does. Yeah, actually.
Awesome. Well, thanks a lot. And yeah, click all the stuff in the description, and we'll talk next time.
All right.
Hey, it was great talking to you, man.
Thank you.